Ever worry that you might lose your balance or struggle to stay active as you get older? It doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'm going to show you 3 exercises that I give to almost every client in their 70s, and I've seen them transform people's mobility, strength, and confidence in just a few weeks. I'm going to show you exactly how to do them safely at home so you can continue to live life on your terms. This is the exact routine I gave to one of my patients, a lady in her early 70s who was struggling with poor mobility, weakness, and hip pain. But in just 6 weeks of following these exercises, she was back to playing tennis again without pain and without fear of losing her balance. Let me show you the routine now so you can have a go at home. The best way to do these exercises is little and often. Just 5 minutes done here and there can make a massive difference over time. So these are the 3 great exercises I give to many of my 70+ clients, but before I show you them, they're not suitable for everyone. Please avoid them if they cause you pain. The first is called standing hip circles, and here is how it looks. You just need something to put your hands against, so a wall would work just fine. And this is an exercise that works your hip muscles, specifically your glutes, but it actually works all of the muscles in this region here. So you're going to stand up nice and tall with your hands on something, take all your weight over onto one leg and free the other leg. So this is the leg that's going to be working, and the exercise looks like this. You're going to do nice big circles out and round and then back in. So we take the leg out to the side, round behind you, and then back in to meet the other one. Now the goal here is not to do this. We don't want our upper body to move at all. You want to keep your upper body locked in place. That is just the leg that's doing the movement. And you want to imagine you're leading with your heel. So the heel's going out to the side, the heel's going round, and the heel's coming back in, if that makes any sense. Now, if you do it this way, you're going to keep your back nice and relaxed, and it's all the hip that's doing the work. And this is a beautiful exercise for strengthening those hip muscles, but it will also help you mobilize a stiff hip joint. So if you've got hip arthritis or bursitis or any hip pain or stiffness, this exercise can often help to relieve it. Now, what I would recommend you do is probably 30 seconds worth of work or 10 repetitions, whichever you prefer to count, and then swap over and do the other side. So you're taking those legs out and round and back in. Now, as I said before, this exercise works great as an exercise snack. So do 1 set on each side in the morning, come back to it at lunchtime, again in the evening. That's a super way to make it work. So that's your first exercise, but before we go any further, if you're serious about improving your strength and mobility, one of the best things you could do next is to take my free Stronger for Life roadmap. All it is a quick assessment where you answer 10 short questions, and based on your answers, we will send you a personalized plan called a roadmap to help you get to the next level of strength and mobility. So one of the best things I've created so far is 100% free, and you can sign up for it in the link in the description box below. The next exercise I believe almost every over 70 should be doing is the heel raise on a step. And I love this exercise for 2 reasons. First, it increases the strength of your calf muscle, and your calves are responsible for 70% of your forward propulsion when you walk. And slow walking, which is a function of weak calves, has been associated with just about every negative health outcome. The second reason I like it is if you do it correctly, it actually also stretches your calves. So not only do they become stronger, they also become more flexible at the same time. So this exercise is dead easy to do. You just need your bottom step or a step anywhere you can find it really, as long as it's safe for you to stand on it. And you're going to put both feet on it like this. So you've just got the front half of your feet and your toes on the step, and you want to let your heels hang off it. Now the goal here is to allow those heels to hang down far enough until you feel a stretch in your calf. That means you're getting that second benefit, which is that stretch. Once you feel the stretch, you're just going to push up onto tiptoes like this and then slowly come back down. Now what we want to do is spend 4 seconds to get back to that stretchy point, and then 2 seconds to get to the top. So we're not rushing it, we're moving really nice and slow, and we're just alternating between this position, the stretch, and this position, which we could call the squeeze, and then slowly back down. Now with this exercise, I would recommend keep going until you start to get a working ache in your calves. I'm not going to tell you to do 10 or 15 because the number is going to be different for everyone. You want to keep doing it until you get a working ache in both calves. Now, if you can do more than 30 and you don't feel anything in your calves, you need to make this exercise harder. And I've got a video on my channel, which you can click on in the top of the screen right now, which will show you how to progress this exercise further. But if you feel the ache at 15 or 20 or 25, this is the right exercise for you. Stick with it. Do it 2 to 3 times per day with a nice break in between your sets. And that's going to give you stronger, more flexible calves in no time at all. The final exercise I think that almost every over 70 should be doing is the sit to stand. And this is a movement you and I do every single day, multiple times. So it makes perfect sense to be really strong and capable at it. It's a really simple thing to do. All you need is a nice sturdy chair. So a dining room chair works really well. You're going to shuffle right to the edge of your chair so you're perched. And the exercise is basically just getting up and out of a chair without using your hands and then very slowly lowering yourself back down. And we want to take at least 4 seconds to go from top to bottom. Now, the reason I like this exercise so much is it strengthens your quads and your glutes, which are 2 of the most important muscle groups, especially as we get older. But it's also something we do every day. We use it to get off the toilet. We use it to get in and out of the car. We use it every time we have a meal and we sit down. So if you're strong in this movement, you're probably going to stay independent and you're probably going to stay capable. That's how important it is. So again, I'll show you the technique. Hands out the way across your chest like this. Sit up tall. You want nose to go over toes. You can use that momentum and then push up to a standing position. And at the top, put it straight back into reverse. Stick your bottom out, bend your knees and slowly lower yourself to the chair. Now, the goal here is you want to be able to do at least 10 of these with no problems before you move on. But once you can do 10, it's a good idea to make this a little bit tougher for yourself. And to do that, you can add in a weight to hold in your hands. Now, I'm going to use a dumbbell, but it doesn't have to be a dumbbell. You could just fill up a bag with some books and hold it into your chest. But if you've got access to a weight like this, you want to hold it with your palms up. We call this a goblet position. You're going to hold it into your chest like this. You've got 2 hands on it and your chest keeping it there. Keep your back tall, nose over toes like this and push up and then put the movement back into reverse. So nothing changes. But now whatever weight you're holding is added to your body weight. So you've made the exercise harder for your quads and your glutes, and it will just make you more capable on your feet in general. So those are the 3 exercises. Drop a comment below if you're going to give these a try. If you just do those 3, it will give you such a well-rounded improvement in your health. And for most people, just that kind of a program is enough to keep you independent for a very, very long time. So I hope this video has been useful. There's another video on the screen right now if you're interested in building even more strength to stay independent. And I'll see you again on the next one.